Carrick, represent Cantona's colour. Thumbs up. What's yours?
No problem for me today. Gone old school.
What are you drinking?
Oh, I'm on a Monteith's Navigator low carb hazy. Cheers, mate. Oh, you on a
Oh,
juicy?
juicy, too easy, juicy hazy.
I like them.
Max. I love these
I
things. They're
I
so
really
good to
like
drink.
them. Yeah, they're good, mate. Cheers.
I think. Cheers, mate. The thing is, they're not low calorie, are they? So you can nail through 10 of these and be like, oh, I should have had some silvers. Derby day, mate. Derby day. We caught
I'm
up.
excited.
We caught up probably this time last week, and we just decided it was a bit grim. But you just said you're excited. I'm a bit more upbeat and a bit more excited for this because it's Derby day.
Yep.
So we'll run through City coming up, but first, before then, Michael Carrick's in the seat.
Yeah.
How you feeling about that, mate?
I'm happy. I think with the decision, he's got okay manager experience for what we needed, for someone to come in. I would have took Ollie, but it did end in the second last time, so I don't want to slag him off like some other people have been. But I'm happy with Carrick. I'm happy with what we've got. Hopefully what he's going to bring to the game and formation. But most of all, he was a freaking amazing midfielder. So hopefully that helps our midfielders.
Pretty much the same as you. I think he's going to bring he's pretty well renowned for his tactical abilities. I actually read somewhere earlier this morning when I caught up. He got that Akpom at Middlesbrough from scoring like 4 goals a season to like 20 goals a season just through his tactical ability and releasing strikers and those midfield balls coming through. So
Cool.
fantastic. Hopefully he can replicate that at United with the squad that he's got.
Well, I'm certainly not going to judge the fella on a City. Well, I'm not going to judge his tactics against City and Arsenal because it's soon. But I will judge him on his work rate that the players, because I think that will say a lot.
It's funny you say that, mate, because do you reckon he was judged on his ability when he did take those interim fixtures against Villarreal, was it Arsenal and Chelsea? And he obviously got draws and a win. And now obviously we're up against City, we're up against Arsenal, which would be in that calibre of teams that he managed United for. Do you reckon that he might have got picked just for his tactical ability then? And obviously now it's hard. And I agree with you. You can't judge him on these next couple of games, but interesting, huh?
Well, there's no better time to play City because they've got injuries at the back. Obviously, Haaland, yeah, he is what he is. But I think I wouldn't be surprised if Maguire's fit. He's back in the team. He's back in the team to what you need. You need Harry Maguire against Haaland. I kind of disagree. I think there's a lot going on with Nicky Butt and Scholes. He's slaughtering Martinez, and I thought that was a bit harsh criticism as well because Martinez has gone against the best, and he's a rough boy as well. But maybe height difference is going to be a problem there. But I think that's harsh.
It's factually incorrect what they're saying as well, though. They just I've gone off the Butts and the Scholes and even Gary Neville, mate. Like it just. What they were saying about Martinez, he's played against Haaland a number of times and Haaland's not scored every time Martinez has been in the team. So, doesn't make sense, does it? It's just negativity around the club.
So what's your thoughts about, obviously, he's got Jonathan Woodgate, Johnny Evans, another young fella from the club, and got Steve Holland. I think he's damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. I've got no problem with any of his backroom team. I've got no problem with Johnny Evans not having the most experience in the world. He wants people in there that know United, and Johnny Evans does.
Mm.
So I'm sure Johnny Evans isn't going to be a tactical genius taking the first team training. That's what Steve Holland's there for. And from what I've
Eh,
read and what I've listened to this season, sorry,
yeah,
the last week,
wait,
apparently Steve Holland's one of the best
I've
coaches
heard the
there
same.
is.
And you
So
know,
I'm just going
it,
to have faith in the system.
and you know, I think there's obviously that negativity around because it's the Gareth Southgate links with Holland. But you can only implement a training session based on what the manager's vision is for the team and how they want to
Yeah.
play. So the Gareth Southgate thing is Gareth Southgate and Holland executing that plan. But everything I've heard and read as well is he's a very, very good players coach to have in behind the scenes for us.
That- and then you've got Muppets this week saying you've got a Leeds ex-player coming in, Jonathan Woodgate. Do they not remember that we had like Gordon McQueen and the namesake of our podcast, Cantona? And you're
Yeah,
like, my God, and Alan Smith, how good was like,
yeah.
give it a break. Do you know what I mean? Jonathan Woodgate isn't a Leeds legend and it bleeds Leeds and
Oh,
slags United off. So
but
let's just give him a chance.
Rio
Yeah,
Ferdinand
just
there
let's
as well.
just
You know.
I forgot
Mm.
about Rio. So let's just give them a chance. And again, I'm not going to judge them on tactics, but I want to see work rate like I've never seen before because I don't know how fit we've been. We've given the amount of games that we've had. We haven't looked that fit. We I don't mean that we've looked lazy, but I want to see a bit more. I want to see more tracking back. And if I see that, I'll be happy. And you know what? If we come out unscathed, good job.
What do you think we're going to have to do to beat City though? To get a result, it's going to be obviously a change of formation to what we've had under Emery. There's no doubt about that. How do we beat City? We're not going to beat them at their own
But
game, are we? We're not going to beat them possession-wise. We're not going to beat them um, with their little tiki-taka stuff. Um, it's going to just be having a really solid two, isn't it?
well, the
Solid back
defense
line.
isn't. They've got a made-up
And
defense at the moment with two young boys in there, and they've got injuries. I think someone's still around for. Listen, they haven't got their first squad, so I, mate, we're just going to have to work hard and not
and
give away silly bloody goals. And Carrick, the way he normally sets up, I think it's normally 4-3-3. So
he actually sets
I
up.
don't.
He actually sets up a 4-2-3-1.
He does, but he doesn't have both left and right back bombing forward at the same time. So it always keeps one back. So they can fold in. Sorry, not fold in. I can't think of the word I'm looking at, but they can
Tuck
just
in.
come
Yeah,
inside, tuck in.
tucks in.
Sorry. So I don't even know who we've got. So Bemo's back, Ahmed's back. I
Burma
can't
Ahmad's
think of the
back.
starting.
Mesraoui still Morocco. Delit's sidelined. Obviously, Maguire's back from last week. Lacey's obviously suspended. So we've got a pretty full squad again.
I can't. He's not playing Ahmad as a frigging right back, is he? So, well, I tell you what. Let's just try and do a starting 11 and see where we get to.
Oh, keeper's easy.
Yeah, Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, Dallo probably, Euro
I'd say
or Heaven.
Martinez probably starts. I think Martinez probably going to start, surely.
That's a good shout. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think if you can have
So
Martinez, Maguire, it's just a bloody right back, isn't it? And are you going to put Dorgy there, or are you going to put Dallo right back?
I think he's putting Dallo there. If tell you what, really big call if he doesn't. Um, and why would Dogu go there?
He's played there before, hasn't he?
I know, but Amarim was mental with his changing all the players around at certain times, wasn't he? But I don't think. Oh, but you know what? Maybe he puts Ahmed there, but I think for the sake of the podcast, should we just go Shaw, Martinez, Harry Maguire, and Dallo?
Dallo's, yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, hey, look, if he wasn't you know what I actually saw? Dallo's been sacking managers ever since. You know, remember when he missed it in that game against West Ham for Eric Ten Hag? Yeah, it was pivotal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just did the same for.
Well,
Anyway, carry on.
let,
Dallo,
let's do a
Dallo
four.
is your favourite.
Let's just do a 4-4-1-1. We know it's going to shift a little bit, but that'll just help us with the centre midfield options here. So let's just do a 4-4-2, 4-4-1-1 or something. So your two midfielders is got to be starting Menu. I think he's going Menu in the middle.
Wow. So
I
you're going
think
to
he's
sit
going
that.
Menu.
You going instead of who?
I think he's going Menu, Casemiro.
So Ugarte doesn't get picked, even though
Ugarte
I
out.
yeah, right.
Well, that's my two. Who's your two?
And you know what I feel like Ugarte, but him with Casemiro has been pretty good for us.
Oh, mate,
And
not in the eye.
if you're going to play a bit of a low block against City, then you just need solid.
I think for you on this game with a new management system to come out with Ugarte is pretty funny. Like it is. It really is. It's made my day. I'm gonna have a few beers tonight on that one. I that's actually made me that happy. I'm gonna go and do a bleep test and get to 26. No, so
But
are you going Ugarte and Casemiro then? Are you?
yeah, well, because I'm actually thinking it should be a 4-2-3-1 because
Yeah.
that's what. So it's a 4-2-3-1. Then who are the three in front of those boys? It's got to
Okay.
be
I get that.
yeah, it's got to be Bruno, it's got to be Cunha, and it's got to be Mbeumo.
So you're not playing Ahmed?
He comes on 60th minute.
He comes on. He was one of the best players at the AFCON.
Mount comes
And
on. Casemiro, no, Mount comes on. Mane might come on. I don't know. You need something off the bench to change the game.
all right.
You
Well,
need
you're
something to
doing a
change. You can't.
4-2-1-3-1. You're doing a 4-2-1-3-1-4. So you do your formation. You do your team first, and I'll do mine because
So
we're not.
I think we need something off the bench, and that's what Fergie was good at. You know, you look at the bench, and the opposition, you're frightened of the next person coming on because of just it's like City at the moment. You've got a second team on the bench. We just don't have anyone frightening coming off the bench. So I think if you have fresh legs and Ahmad coming in on the 60th minute to tear it up. Don't forget he has just played the tournament at the AFCON. I know he's the best player there, but he has been
Oh, you do
playing.
now. You do know he's the best player now, do
Well, I've not been watching it.
you?
I've not been watching it as thoroughly as you have, obviously.
I've watched every game.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't even know what country he played for. No, I'm going to go for Menu, Casemiro. Listen. I'm calling it 4-4-2. It's not going to line up like that, but I just want to make it easy for my brain. So I'm going to go for Casemiro, Menu. I'm going for Ahmed on the right, Cunha on the left, Bruno and Sesko.
Yeah, I'm going
And
Cisco.
I know that's going to move around a little bit, but I think that'll be a 4-3-3 or 4-1. Do you know that it's going to
Yeah,
be? I think
and that's kind of what mine is.
Casemiro is sitting. I think he's just playing in front of the four, and then he's going to have Bruno, Menu, Cunha, Ahmed, and Sesko, and I think they're just going to bomb. And that's what we want. We just want to go for it. And if he's got
Um,
Casemiro that just sits there, because Luke Shaw isn't going anywhere. I'd actually, you know what? We can go back. I'm not Dorgu's biggest fan, but I've been so. I didn't even mention him then, but you can't play Dorgu instead of Mbemo, Ahmed, or Cunha, but he's been really good the last couple of games. So maybe he does take Dallow's place, and you know, maybe Chippy Tits
but
doesn't get in, and Dorgu starts
we
left
don't
back, and yeah.
we don't necessarily need to play our very best team to start.
No.
Really,
Yep. Agree.
you want something coming off the bench. And it's unfortunate, obviously, that Shea Lacey got got his red card
Ex-
against Brighton because he's the type of player,
exciting.
and he was what Garnacho was, 18 odd months ago. Young kid coming off the bench with no fear and driving at players and taking them on. So
Agree.
yeah, hopefully, and that's a person that
Well,
can do
name
that.
your
It's
11
good,
because I think you
good to
named
see
like
him back.
seven then. You named seven and you named a guy. You named your guard too, which was brilliant. So go on, name your 11. There's my 11.
Yeah, well,
There's my 11
yeah,
in any formation you want.
yeah. Well, mine's obviously the Sesko and Burmo Cunha, but Bruno in that advanced position. So
So you've dropped Damad.
that's me. Drop
You've dropped
Tammer,
Damad.
drop Dorgu, drop
What,
Mount, drop Minu.
Dorgu, I feel. I think we've both dropped him then, but there's something about little Dorgu. He's not the best left wing back. I know that. I was never wrong with that. But his work effort has been really impressive, hasn't it? It really has. Once he learns to cross the ball, he's a player there. You need some
Hmm.
whippage. You need some whippage.
Um, Mate, last time we did this, obviously the Manchester derby, we went through what was your most memorable or favourite. I'm putting you on the spot here, and I appreciate that. What was your favourite moment of United at the Etihad? Obviously, there's been a few classics against City at home, hasn't there? Obviously, the Wayne Rooney overhead, the Michael Owen 4-3.
I think the
Do any
Pogba
top?
one's
Do
the
any?
only
Do
one
any
that
even top
stand.
that?
The
Oh,
the
Pogba.
Pogba one
That was
stands
that was
out.
away. That was away, wasn't it? That
And
was
yeah,
at the
it was.
Etihad. That
And
one. Yeah.
how we came back the second half. And I don't really like to mention um, Pogba, but that was probably one of the only games he played really well for us. And I'm sure didn't Scholesy score a header on his return? I'm
Yeah, that was
sure
also at the
Scholesy
Etihad.
when he came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. I'm sure that. But that Pogba one, that second half performance.
What about
Um,
your Old Trafford one?
oh
Do
mate,
much
I
top the
just
do much top the Michael Owen Wayne Rooney
like
too?
the Wayne Rooney one. The one I really remember. And there'll be loads, you know what I mean? Again, there's ones where Scholes is scored in there and all those boys, but that Michael Owen one for the finish, the fact that Giggsy
Yeah.
thread it through. I'm not going to say it's my favourite because it won't be because I'll never say my favourite Manchester United derby goal is one from a Liverpool player, but I literally was watching that again the other day and it was just amazing. It was just amazing,
Mm.
but I can't pick
Score?
one.
Come on, give us a score. What's going to happen? I mean, just for context, like this time last week, we were a bit in the dumps. We were miserable. It was frustrating. And I think you said you might get 9 points out of the next four games, and I said four out of the next four. I think it was. Has that changed a little bit for you? And what score are you picking for this one?
I Because it's at home, I'm going to be daft, and that's probably because it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I've had three beers. 3-1 win. God, it's brilliant.
Casemiro, Casemiro, Casemiro.
You got it. I'm going for a 3-1 win or an
I
absolute
yeah.
pummeling.
I Semenyu's been on some decent form, hasn't he? 2 games, 2 goals for City. He's gonna
Don't you?
he's gonna score against us.
Yeah, that's the one.
Semenyu's gonna score against us. 1-1 draw.
1-1
And I'll
draw
be
is so
quite happy with
boring.
that, by the way. I'll
Me,
be
me
quite
too.
happy with
I'll
a
be happy
1-1.
with 1-1. So let me ask you a question. So dust was settled. Amarin's gone. How do you feel about that?
You can't change it. You've got the decision's done. It's been made. There's obviously a few little
But
bits and
Right
pieces that have
decision?
kind of been leaked and come through. I wouldn't. No, I don't think it's ever the right decision to sack a manager that early on in the middle of a season. He didn't want to come to us in the middle of the season. We've got rid of a manager in the middle of the season. The middle of the season thing doesn't do it for me. I think if he was going to go, he should have done it and left it to the end of the season anyway. Um, and now we've got an interim to the end, and then we're going to have a new manager come in with a new vision and a new way of playing. We've been linked with, the Tuchels and De Zerbi, and see Glasner's obviously said that he's moving on at the end of the season now. So
But
there's a few
with all that
okay
said,
options there. Yeah.
with all that said, so obviously they would have been having meetings. There's so much out there. So I'm not trying to copy someone else's words because it's kind of how I feel. He changes the formation, has a good game, has Wolves at home, goes back to a three at the back. Now I think he's done that because he knows it's. I think he's trying to get out. I think he's trying to get out. So he goes to a back three with Wolves and we lose. Um, his win ratio, regardless if he comes in halfway through the season, his win ratio is so bad. And how that guy has still got every single one of us believing in him and supporting him right up to the
Well,
end,
that's
I
because
still
that's
actually
the
don't
good.
know. I still don't know. But
That's
it's
it. That's.
take everything out, results based, he had to go.
He's one of the few managers that didn't lose the dressing room, had the togetherness of the team
Yeah.
in the dressing room, had the togetherness of the fans,
Yeah.
and we
Weird.
all still had his back. The fans had his back. The players had his back. Um, he just didn't like the ownership and
It's
what he
just
was being
weird.
told from the top. So
Yeah.
fun, funny way to for a United manager to go because it's not normally the way, and
Just
especially when he's
really
come in
strange.
and left. He's left the club in a better place than what he was when he came in. So he's one of the few managers that's done that. So
He's left the club in a better
you're
place than
thinking
he
about that,
came
aren't you?
in. I've not really thought about
Yeah.
that because we're fucking 15th last year. And
No, but he
the run
look at
of
this now. Look
games,
at the players that have
no,
gone. Look at the players that have come
uh,
in.
but hang on, but the run of games we had up to a second, we lost to Everton with the Bournemouth one with West Ham. I've not thought about that.
Well,
Uh,
you can't
yeah,
say
yeah.
that you are. We're 15th, and you left them with fifth. So I mean, if you look at it
No,
from that perspective, anyway, but I don't
I'm
even
not
know.
disagreeing. I'm not
Yeah,
disagreeing. I just haven't really thought about it like that. But yeah, he has. We've got a better goalkeeper.
but
Um, we've got Cunha in there. We've got Mbemo
how
in
much
there.
of
We've got
that?
Ahmad firing.
But how much of that is down to the transfers that we've had? How much is that? If that is actually down to Ineos, and that's the other hand of it. So how much of that was Amorim? How much of that was actually the Ineos philosophy? So I don't know. I'm over
I
it.
don't know.
We move on. We get behind the team. We love United, hate Glazers. There'll be a protest next week. And fuck, if we lose against City, lose against Arsenal, and it's going to be a pretty
No, but
divided group of
honestly,
fans. But
yeah, I don't think it's the end of the world. You know, you've got a new management team in there. There's going to be new thingy. It's they're not who we're fighting against. Yes, it'll be awful. Um, it's not going to kill me. I'm going to give Carrick a few weeks um, to settle in. He's going through all the
oh,
bullshit
that's nice of you.
interviews at the moment, and he has to he has to say what all he's has to say in these interviews. He just wants to get down to work. But Camille, I'm just more intrigued to see who he starts with. I really am. I've got no idea. I think if he goes same with all those same players, I'd be like, oh fuck, just try something different.
Mm.
Um, but maybe he goes with the same players and we go and give City a bloody hiding because they're beatable. Um, so let's see. But you know what, mate? I'm in a happier place than I was last week.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, so am I. Um, very, very frustrated it was. It's just frustrating middle of the season doing what we're doing, but Carrick's in the seat now. Let's get behind him. I like Carrick personally.
Yeah,
I
me too, mate.
personally I personally prefer Carrick than Ollie because I think that's just bad optics as well, the Ollie situation.
Yeah,
So yeah, and I'm behind it. You have to get behind it. Your choice is to get fucking miserable and negative and around it all, or you can support United and hopefully win some games.
absolutely, mate.
And on that
I
note,
love that.
come on United, smash City,
Yeah.
and we'll be happy tomorrow.
Well, it's on very. What time's it on for us?
1:30 a.m. Sunday morning
I
tonight.
will watch it at 6 a.m. when I get up without knowing the score.
I'll be texting you at 1:36 saying we're 2-0 down. Don't bother.
I think we all know that the golden rule over here is never text the score till later on in the day. So that's what gets us all through. That's what gets us all through. So no, the kids want to watch it with me, so we're going to watch it in the morning. And yeah, I'm excited, mate. You know, I'm excited. I don't care about the Glazers and then else. I can't be arsed with it. I just want to
Nah,
support Man United. And I really. Oh, there's rumours today about a midfielder. Again, they're all chucking in everything, but we never spoke about this actually. We really do need to get someone in, don't we? January, we have to get a midfielder in. There's people out there. We need to get someone in.
100%.
No, mate, we've got
And I think that
Ugarte.
was.
We've got Ugarte. We're okay.
Do you know what, the one thing I do fear, and I did say this last week, and we obviously didn't put it up because it was all shitty, is we've still got the same issue that we had under Eric Ten Hag, and I keep bringing it up because it was the breaking point for me was when we lost 4-0 away to Crystal Palace, and it was terrible. We just had a gaping hole in midfield, and we've not plugged that problem. We've not fixed that issue. We've got the same squad. We've not got a central midfielder that sorted that issue for us. We had a change in formation with a change in manager and change of ideas, but we didn't change the players that we needed to plug that gap. So I just hope we don't get into that situation where we go, oh shit, this feels like 18 months ago. Fuck.
We did all feel
we should get a midfielder.
We did all feel that Ugarte was going to be that person, though, didn't we? To be fair, he's not quite lived up to it. He probably needs someone else. Obviously, Casemiro's on the other side of it now. He's been a bit poor, actually, hasn't he, lately, Casemiro? He started off so well. But anyway, let's not bring a negative to a positive podcast. Yeah, come on, United. Let's do it.
Come on, United. Let's definitely do it. All right, mate. Well, on that note, on a Saturday afternoon, which is, I don't even know what time it is, mate. What's the time? It's
4:30.
not even 12. Not even 12 hours to kick off. 9 hours to kick off. Cantona's collar's up. We'll see you for United draw or win. Next time.
Happy days. Have a good one, buddy. Laters.
See you, mate.
One Chiefs.